Imagine two objects, a metal spoon and a wooden spoon, both sitting on your kitchen counter. They've been there for hours, so they are precisely the same temperature as the air around them. Yet, when you touch the metal spoon, it feels distinctly colder than the wooden one. Why? This isn't your perception playing tricks. It's a fundamental principle of how energy flows, a principle so pervasive it dictates everything from cooking to the climate of entire planets. It's all about how heat moves, always seeking balance, always moving down a hidden slope. The truth is, both spoons are at room temperature. The metal spoon feels colder because it's a more efficient pathway for heat to leave your hand. Your body is hotter than the spoon, and energy naturally flows from the region of higher temperature, your hand, to the region of lower temperature, the spoon. This temperature difference creates what physicists call a thermal gradient. Think of it like a hill. Energy, like water, always flows downhill, from a high point of thermal energy to a low point, seeking the path of least resistance to reach equilibrium. At the atomic level, heat is simply the kinetic energy of particles, atoms and molecules vibrating, rotating, and translating. When you touch the metal spoon, the rapidly vibrating atoms in your skin collide with the less energetic atoms of the spoon. These collisions transfer kinetic energy, making the spoon's atoms vibrate faster and your skin's atoms vibrate slower, effectively cooling your hand. The energy literally propagates through the material, from one vibrating atom to the next, like a domino effect. Visualize this thermal gradient geometrically. Imagine a surface where the height at any point represents the temperature. Hotter regions are peaks, colder regions are valleys. Heat transfer, in this analogy, is the process of flattening that landscape. Conduction is like countless tiny particles rolling down the steepest slopes, from peak to valley, through direct contact. The steeper the slope, the faster the energy flow, meaning a larger temperature difference drives a quicker heat transfer. This intuitive idea is formalized in Fourier's law of heat conduction, which describes the rate of heat flow. It states that the heat flux, represented as vector Q, is proportional to the negative temperature gradient, written as negative K gradient T. Here, gradient T signifies the steepest rate of temperature change, our geometric slope. The constant K is the thermal conductivity, a material property indicating how well it conducts heat.
Metals have a high K, allowing heat to flow easily. Wood has a low K, impeding that flow, which is why the metal spoon feels colder. While conduction relies on direct contact, convection involves the movement of fluids, liquids or gases. When a fluid is heated, it expands, becomes less dense, and rises, carrying its thermal energy with it. Cooler, denser fluid then sinks to take its place, creating a circulation current. Think of boiling water or a convection oven. Here, entire packets of energetic fluid move, effectively transporting heat. This, too, is a manifestation of energy flowing down a thermal gradient, as the warmer, more energetic fluid seeks out cooler regions. The third primary mode of heat transfer is radiation, which doesn't require any medium at all. Every object with a temperature above absolute zero emits thermal energy in the form of electromagnetic waves, like infrared light. This is how the sun's heat reaches Earth, or how a glowing ember warms your hands from a distance. Hotter objects emit more radiation. Even in a vacuum, energy still flows from a hotter source to a colder receiver, following that universal principle of seeking a lower energy state, thus maintaining the thermal gradient. Whether by conduction, convection, or radiation, the underlying drive is the same. The universe constantly strives for thermal equilibrium. Heat flow is the mechanism by which energy disparities are resolved. Every transfer, every movement of heat acts to smooth out these geometric hills and valleys of temperature. From the microscopic vibrations of atoms to the macroscopic currents of oceans and atmospheres, energy is always seeking to distribute itself evenly to flatten the thermal landscape. Understanding this fundamental flow is crucial for countless applications. Engineers design insulation to minimize heat transfer down a gradient, preventing heat loss from homes or maintaining cold in refrigerators. Climate scientists study how solar radiation interacts with Earth's atmospheres and oceans, driving weather patterns and global climate. From the simple act of brewing coffee to the complex dynamics of stellar fusion, the geometric flow of energy along thermal gradients underpins it all. So, the next time you touch a metal spoon that feels cold, remember you're experiencing a profound universal principle in action. You're witnessing energy flowing from a region of higher potential, your hand, to a region of lower potential, the spoon. Heat moves not randomly, but purposefully, always seeking to balance the scales, to flatten the energy landscape, pushing the universe towards a state of uniform temperature, a vast, elegant, and continuous downhill journey.